Hello everybody, welcome to episode 76 of WCW. I am Swarls. We are coming off of a big Fall Brawl show where Team WCW vanquished the NWO. Well, not really vanquished them, just kind of beat them into submission and made them kind of break up as they then tried to get Stan Hansen off the team. And then Stan Hansen said, "Screw you guys," and he started fighting the NWO. So Stan is face, that's our big angle going forward. On Nitro anyway. We had Jumbo beat Rick Rude in a weirdly not very good match. I still don't really know what happened there. Ultimo retained the light heavyweight title over Jerry Lynn and then got attacked by Marty Jannetty. Pillman beat Razor Ramon in a match that was probably sealed Razor's fate. Bull Nakano retained against Megumi Kudo. Tenryu beat Sabu in a very good match. Manami Toyota and Wendy Richter kind of stunk the place up. And Owen Hart and Steven Regal was also very good. We're now on the road to Starrcade, which is a 2-night event in 26 days. And that is, yeah, we got a lot going on. Battle Cat was not left off the card. He is a Saturday night superstar. Before we get going, we really need to go through storylines to make sure all this stuff is good. Such, like, for example, Cactus and Steve Austin. That's over. We can end that storyline. We're just going to add... Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to add Steve Austin to the world title scene. And we're going to remove Stan Hansen. Great. Bigelow vs. DeCat. Bigelow vs. DeCat is still going. That just started, really. Funk Avalanche. Right. We're turning Terry Funk face to go against Avalanche. Right. This is over. Yeah, this is over. Hennig Steamboat, that's still going. Light heavyweight title. I think we're just going to add Marty to this. That's the easier way to do it. Razor Pillman, that's done, right? Yeah, that's done. Regal Owen, that will continue. Richter Toyota was gonna continue, but they didn't have any chemistry, and the match was really bad, so I think we're just... But it would help Toyota a lot. I don't know. Simmons, this is still going. Those guys need to finally win these tag titles, which we might just do on a TV. Steiner's Horseman Part 2, Tenryu and Sabu. You know, I was gonna end this, but I don't have a match for either of those guys on Starrcade right now. I don't think. No, I don't. Yeah, let's add that to night 1. Tenryu versus Sabu. Blow-off match. I don't know what that's going to be. I don't know what the blow-off is. Also, we only did it twice so far, right? I'm not making that up. Okay. Oh, we did do it 3 times already. Alright, never mind. This feud is over. In that case, we need to find something for Tenryu. Triple Crown scene. Here's what we're going to do with this. We are going to remove everyone that's not Masawa. And then we're going to add Stan Hansen. Vampiro Wyndham. This is, oh, Piper isn't in this. That's seems like an oversight on our part. Women's title, I guess that's still going. World title scene, okay. Okay. Have we just done Tenryu and Jumbo? I mean, that seems obvious. We have not done a singles match. Let's check the notepad. Jumbo vs. Misawa, Jumbo vs. Misawa, Jumbo vs. Sawakata, Jumbo vs. Rude. I don't think we've just done a Jumbo and Tenryu feud, so that's what that's gonna be. As New Zealand's do not have a champion for their Challenger shows as Masashi Takeda won the belt and is carrying it into their Japan. Hell yeah. Who needs a belt? Alright, so let's add the storylines we need to add, because it's going to be a lot. Alright, so let's see. Masawa Stan, we got that. Kurt and Ricky, that's going. That's going, Regal Owen. Oh, Gordy. Well, they're in that feud right now with Ron and Dustin, actually, so that's fine. Bigelow and Battle. Actually, everything on this one is good, except we need to do Tenryu and Jumbo. What they're going to be feuding about, I have no idea. Which means the Randy Savage match is definitely going to be against Eddie Guerrero. And also, I think we should turn Randy heel. Because he's kind of not doing a lot as a face right now. And Eddie would be a good babyface opponent for him. That would make a lot of sense. And I just think it would freshen him up a lot if we made him a heel. He should be amazing at both, but I will check. Hello, I was told I could find Bart Starr and Cade Cunningham here. Starcade. I got it. I got it. I'm quick. Things Vader and Rick Rude. That's when we need to start. Get the right Rick. That would be terrible if we did not do that. Women's title. Cactus Jack and Ken Shamrock. That's what we're doing for the U.S. title. We're just going to call this U.S. title. And then I'm just going to call this TV title Open Challenge. That will be Randy Savage and Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Gilbert, not now. And then Terry Fucking Avalanche, which we did start. Okay, so that's out of the way. Are they really WWE? Like, are they really giving an ID contract to Atticus Cogar? Like, I feel like I'm going insane. No nights off. Let's go. Oh, where haven't we been in a while? October 26th for the Northwest. We were just in the tri-state for the pay-per-view, so we should probably stick somewhere close-ish. I guess we'll go New England. Let's go to New England. Ooh, we only do 8,000 in New England. This is WWE territory, brother. All right, last time we were here, we went to the Conte Forum. This time, we will go to the Cross Insurance Arena in Portland, Maine. We cannot do Canada and WCW. We will draw like 50 people. Yeah, we will get 243. We do not have pop in Canada. Booking team meeting. You know what? Because we're doing back-to-back, we're doing a 2-night pay-per-view, we probably need to just get as many creative finishes as humanly possible. Although I would also like some character ideas. So let's do character ideas until we get a good one. Okay, near certainty for Scott Steiner. I don't really need one for Scott Steiner. Then give me 2 finishes. Near certainty. Let's go. And a safe bet. Okay. All right. Good meeting. Good meeting. We're starting to come together. Locker room incidents. Owen set up a barbecue outside in Portland on November 21st. All right. Cool. Tenryu did some training. Ogawa and Kawada had a blazing argument outside the venue. Okay, I'm not getting in between those guys. That's their business. All right. Let's open with a big promo. We're going to have Misawa. We're going to have Jesse Ventura. And then Steve Williams will be there, not talking. And then Terry. Oh, Terry's the one we're turning face, right? Terry should probably say something. That sucks. He's got to talk. They are going to cut a promo about how Stan Hansen let them down, and it's a new era for the NWO. That, you know, Stan Hansen, we wanted to gracefully remove you, but you made the biggest mistake of your life, buddy. You fought back, and the NWO. We're gonna ruin your career. We're gonna make you regret doing that. And then I think Terry Gordy should be like, do we really need to be doing this to Stan? Like, I mean, you know, things didn't end well, but he was the champion for us. He did pretty good. Stan's always been a good friend of mine. And they're gonna be like, yeah, you fall in line, Terry. I would hope they would do it more subtly than this, but they probably won't. Let's call this foreshadowing. Okay. Great. I'm going to toggle brands off for a second, which I'm immediately going to regret. Should have done it for the promo, not the match. I just need Eddie to beat somebody and then cut a promo. That's really all I need from him here. Damn, all my good jobbers are on Saturday night, huh? I'm sure he's beaten Kikuchi like 1,000 times. Have you beaten June before? Yeah, but it was in May and it got a 67. Let's see what you do now. 10 minutes. Eddie wins. Let's make it open. And then afterwards, I would like Eddie Guerrero to cut a promo on Randy Savage. Basically saying, you know, Eddie, Randy, I'm Eddie, that's me, the guy talking. Just so you know, I'm Eddie. Randy, I heard you issue an open challenge for your TV title. You want to take on the best wrestlers from around the world? Well, I'm one of the best wrestlers in the world, and I'm right here. So, what do you say, big dog? And then we are going to toggle brands back on, otherwise I will lose my mind. Okay. We need to figure out how we are going to start Rick Rude and Vader, or Jumbo and Tenru. But I mean, both ideally. I mean, Rick Rude has been going after fat guys. Although he lost that feud. I kind of regret having him lose that match, but it is what it is. I have no idea what Tenru and Jumbo are going to be feuding about. Let's have Vader beat somebody. Okay, once again, I am reminded we don't have a lot of just somebodies to beat. Let's get a local talent. Let's get a local New England talent. Who can sell? Who can sell? Jason Knight? Judge Jeff Jones? A 19-year-old Judge Jeff Jones? Just incredible? Oh, man. All the stars. Ricky Nelson. All these guys are like, maybe they could... Tony DeVito. I mean, Tony DeVito is kind of known for being a job guy around this era. Let's get Tony DeVito. Do you even know Vader is from where I am? I assume that means you're from Colorado? I saw some pretty interesting ideas. If they do a full year international shows, they could face a class action lawsuit due to being American. I mean, they probably just won't do that then. Problem solved. Vader is going to kill Tony DeVito. And I want to do... This would really be during the match, but I'm just going to do it afterwards. Rick Rude watching this match from the ramp. What's he doing out here? Rick Rude is watching Vader. Makes that sound a lot more insidious than it really is. Let's see. Owen and Regal is still going. Oh, Marty. What were... Chat, we were going to give Marty a manager, right? Did I decide who that was going to be? No. Because he, like, needs one, right? Oh, yeah. Bobby's on commentary. He's busy. I mean, he would be really good at it, but he's doing stuff. Let's see. I wish we ever figured out why Michael P.S. Hayes was such a bad manager. Because, like, on paper, right? Like, on paper, he should have been really good. Paulie. He could be with Paulie. Although if he was with Paulie, like, why didn't you help Jerry Lynn win the match? Why did you wait until afterwards? Because Paulie manages Jerry Lynn also. The only guy on this list who is like decent and not already managing someone is Teddy Long, which I don't hate. And he's on Nitro apparently. Wait, we can do this from here. Oh, you're managing Tenru? Oh, when? When? No, you're not. Don't lie to me. You are not managing Tenru. Get out of here. You're managing Marty Jannetty. What a downgrade. No, Ventura's the NWO manager. Although maybe Teddy was at some point. I don't know. Apparently we had him managing Tenru. I forgot about that. All right, Angle. I guess we'll let Marty talk. It is his debut. He should say something. But Teddy Long is going to help Marty cut a promo about how, you know, these guys these days, they got this light heavyweight title. When I was coming up, they didn't have a light heavyweight title. Everyone told me I was too small. I had to go up there and wrestle 300-pound guys and get my ass kicked every night. And now, oh, look, we got these shot guys with their fancy masks doing their flippy doos. Where was Marty Jannetty's respect? This is character development. Shut up. Shut up. Don't ruin Marty's promo. Shut up. Lord Khan, thank you. Tony, is that you? I have some ideas. Let me send me a DM after this. I have some thoughts. don't don't let Mariah May just leave. You should job her on TV first. That's my first. All right, we should figure out a main event for the show. Owen and Regal is continuing, which is so it's probably one of the only storylines we have that's like super hot. Oh, you know what? Let's do the tag title change. That's a main event. Harry Gordy and Steve Williams, 16. I'm going to let's give Ron the win. I am going to have Steve Williams lose, hopefully. And I'm going to do partner miscommunication. I'm going to do partner, there it is. Partner miscommunication from Terry Gordy. Okay, they are totally fine with losing to Ron and Dustin, as they should be. Those guys are big stars. And then we're going to do a little more foreshadowing afterwards, where Terry and Dr. Death argue after the match. I guess Ron and Dustin should also be like celebrating. It would be weird if they just left. Dustin celebrate win while Gordy, Doc argue. Pillman. Oh, we plan on giving Pillman and Jerry Lynn the tag team title shot to the new champions. I don't think we've ever booked them as a tag team, have we? We should check that they can do that. We should. That seems like a good idea. Actually, I think they probably did do a tag like last week or the week before to build up their matches at Fall Brawl, but like we should still, we should heat them up. It wouldn't hurt to heat these guys up. This looks like a job for the Headhunters. What a match! Give Jerry the win. We could heat up Jerry a little bit here. How are we starting Jumbo and Tenru? Could that be like a number one contenders match? Question mark. That doesn't really make sense though, because their guy's getting the shot at Starcade. Maybe we should. You know what? Now that I think about this, although it's kind of too late. I mean, it's not too late, but we've made the cards. Because the last Fall Brawl, we didn't do a Nitro title shot because we did the War Games, and then Starcade, we're gonna do a Saturday night title shot, and then the pay-per-view after that would be another Saturday night pay-per-view. So I feel like we're going a long time without someone from Nitro getting the title shot. But that was my decision. This is a problem that I created, so I guess I can't be too mad about it. All right. More people simply winning matches. Actually, you know what? Instead of a squash, what if we just did like Jumbo going 10 minutes with like Akira Taue? They wrestled in August. That's kind of recent. Okay, Kawada. Although I don't even really want Kawada to lose, but I guess it's better to be on the show and losing to Jumbo than doing nothing. They also wrestled in August. I'm willing to let them go again. Why not? I probably should make this a wild brawl, but also we don't have a storytelling match on the show. Oh, Jumbo. You know, Jumbo is kind of declining, isn't he? Not really. That's just what Jumbo is. Alright, I'm going to give them storytelling. Sorry, guys. Jumbo is going to win. The story of Young Gun Kawada taking Jumbo to his limit, but in the end, Jumbo gets the win. And then Jumbo is going to cut a promo about how I beat Rick Rude, I'm on a roll, I want to get a shot at the WCW title. And then Tenru is going to come out and be like, you get a shot at the title, please. I also won my match at Fall Brawl, and I think I should get a shot at the title. Again, I'm going to give them 6 minutes, so hopefully they come up with something better than this, you know? But this is basically the gist. Both guys are hot right now. Both guys want the WCW title shot. Yeah, I mean, it's Jumbo Tsuruta. He's not... Don't get on the ropes. He's not a flyer. Okay, let's open with this NWO promo. And then let's go Dangerous Alliance tag match. And then Let's do the Eddie match. Jumbo. That's the show. Oh, you know what? Let's, you know, there's not really a reason to end the storyline because those, we'll end it. Let's put end storyline. Nick tells me that this doesn't add anything, but I don't know. Seems like it does to me. I mean, this is certainly the end of the Simmons and Dustin storyline. Now they're the tag champs. They're friends. 90, 91. I'll go 92. Sure, why not? All right, 75 to start us off. Not great. Not the hot start I wanted. You know what? I had Terry Gordy talk, and I was really nervous about that. I think that, yeah, that's probably what happened here. Also, I don't know if he's set to turn. Chat, remind me. Actually, you know what? I'll just do it now. Because he's wrestling later, and I need to make sure he's set to turn. Oh, he's 100%. I get this wrong every time. It's Dr. Death. It's Dr. Death that's turning. Okay. Well, that's fine. Alright, so for that promo, Terry Gordy was like, yeah, fuck Stan. And then maybe Dr. Death was like, now wait a second. Now hold on. 81 for Pillman and Jerry Lynn versus the Headhunters. Okay. It's probably the best Headhunters match we've had. It was 100% carried by Brian Pillman, but that's okay. 82 promo for Teddy and Marty. I will take that. And that was with Teddy doing a bad job. Maybe Marty doesn't need a manager, but he's got one now. $80 for June and Eddie. Every time I want to book June, I'm like, oh yeah, Jun Akiyama. And then he gets a 40, and I'm like, oh right. He's like a young boy. But in my head, I'm just like, yeah, Jun Akiyama. He's going to get like a 70. Nope. Jerry Lynn got a headhunter up for a cradle pod driver. Hell yeah. That's why that match got an 80. 100 promo from Eddie Guerrero. Let's go. That is a great start to that Savage and Eddie storyline. That's going to be hot. $80 for Jumbo and Kawada. See, Kawada he is getting what I think was going to happen with Akiyama, where I'm like, well, he's not over, but it's Kawada, so he gets a 65, you know? And then an 84? I mean, considering this is Tenryu talking to Jumbo in English for 6 minutes, an 84 is really incredible. Like, this should get like a 30. But, you know, I'm glad we live in this alternate universe where I can just do this. That's really great for me. 70 for Vader squashing Tony DeVito. Vader got a 94 in this. He is good at squashing people. And then Rick Rude. What's Rick Rude? What's he doing out here? Who knows? Now we got an extra week to think about it. Okay. All right, here we go. 90 main event. Very good. We changed the tag titles. Ron Simmons and Dustin Rhodes are now the All Japan Unified World Tag Team Champions. And the Miracle Violence connection is falling apart. 90. Who said 90? Daniel. Nailed it. That was with the wide selection angles. I guess really the only good things were the Eddie promo and the main event. Everything else was in like the it's alright range. But I will take it. We made money. We gained pop in New England and the Maritimes. The two regions that matter, baby. Remember when Dustin was world champ? I remember. Listen, you guys talk like Dustin is some jabroni now. He's still a very protected act in WCW. He was in the War Games. He's won half of the tag champs with Ron. He's had a long story with his good buddy Ron Simmons. Michael Hayes. Michael Hayes saw me hover over him for Marty's manager and go, nah. And then he sent me an email like, fuck you, man. Marty Jannetty sucks anyway. I didn't want to manage him. All right. Right in the trash. Ooh, Sakuraba won an MMA fight. How popular are you? Not at all. Okay. This is still like young boy Sakuraba. You have not yet fought a Gracie. When does that happen? Like 2000? 2001? Something like that? It's not for a while. We'll keep our eyes on him. The Maritimes created WCW. I mean, I don't think that's true. I think we'll draw 100 people to the Maritimes. Ooh, WWF's picking up a little bit. An 88, that's a good show for them. Jake the Snake and Hulk Hogan beat Bret Hart and Conan. Main event. Virtual IRS. Luger and Storm defeated Tatanka and DDP in a tables match. Why has JW Storm? Like, who is this guy and why is WWF pushing him? Sean Waltman was high apparently. Oh no. Who could have seen that coming? Yep, that seems about right. Waltman, we didn't fire Waltman. He should be. He's in Smoky Mountain as a developmental guy. He should be anyway. Yeah, see? There he is. Alright, no nights off. We like to keep it classic here on the Saturday Night Brand. Let's go to the old Mid-South, where we are going to draw 20,000 fans. Seems like a lot. Alright, let's see. Last time we went to Reunion Arena in Texas. Where is that? That's in Houston? No, Dallas. Let's go to Houston then. Fuck it. Where's Houston? Canyon, Texas. Houston. Houston Summit. Yeah, the Houston Summit is in Houston. That checks out. I don't think we fired JW. I think he was in WWF the whole... I think he was a jobber in WWF. Although maybe I'm wrong about that. A near certainty. Stop giving me character ideas for people who are already very popular and very over. It's not as helpful as you guys think it is. These near certainty finishes, though, we could keep cranking those out. Oh, okay. All right. Good meeting. I'm sorry I yelled at you. Great job, everybody. Steamboat trained some guys. Shockmaster had a small backstage clash with Bobby Heenan. Don't do that. Giant Warrior and Z-Man got into a huge row. You guys should also not do that, because if you guys make too much of a fuss, you're so getting fired. You're both lucky to be here. Tony Schiavone and Randy Savage had a blazing argument. That's great. Everyone's fighting on the show. Roddy Piper and Tracy Smothers had to be separated. Now that's a fight. Holy shit. Jim Ross set up a barbecue. That's on brand. He's out there. Hey, guys, what do you guys think about this sauce? I was, y'all like it? I've been thinking about bottling it and selling it. I don't know. It might work. Magnum did some drawings. Kurt Hennig pulled a rib on Randy Savage. That is dangerous. All right. Alright, what did we do here last week? Ricky and the Steiners beat the Horsemen. That's they got a 99. That's a hell of a match. Warrior and Piper confused about the Shockmaster. Aren't we all? Avalanche continued the attack on Finley. Okay, right. Spooky video introducing the Shockmaster. Dance Every Giant Warrior. Battle Cat ruined my TV title match. True. Macho Man. Okay. Alright, so let's do what we know we're doing. I know I'm doing promos. This is a promo brand. Toggle bands off. Well, I guess I could just advance the storyline, but whatever. Randy Savage is going to cut a promo. And since we are, I guess at this point, kind of setting him up to turn heel, he will cut a promo basically being like, oh, when I made an open challenge to the best wrestlers in the world, I knew someone from Nitro was going to answer, but I thought it was going to be one of the big stars, like Vader or Rick Rude, but not one of these punk kids like Eddie Guerrero, you know? We did set him to turn, right? I didn't just talk about it and then not do it. Oh, I did do that. Ho. That would have been stinky. Alright, great. Glad we remembered to do that. Similarly, Terry Funk is going to cut a promo on Avalanche for continuing his attack on his protege, Dave Finlay, last week. Just going to be Terry Funk like, Avalanche, you big fat son of a bitch. You tried to injure my protege. There was no reason for you to keep that attack afterwards. You put your big fat satchel ass on top of Dave Finlay. Oh, I get my hands on you. You just wait, Avalanche. That was like the best Terry Funk I've ever done, and it was like a 3 out of 10. I don't have a good Terry Funk. Alright. Well, Sting is finally here. So I think again we should just do the promo. Sting and Steve in the ring. We should probably just set the challenge here. Sting was, the story was that Sting and Steve were working together before Fall Brawl. Well, really before Halloween Havoc. They were both going to leave with their titles. Steve was the U.S. champion. Steve lost. He blamed Sting. He then turned heel on Sting. Then Sting was kind of away doing the War Games match stuff. And the whole time he was gone, Steve was like, "Where's that coward Sting?" So Sting's going to show up and be like, "Well, I'm right here. Let's go. You want to fight? Let's fight." And then Steve Austin, of course, the heel, is going to be like, "Oh, whoa, I'm not ready to fight, but I would be ready at Starrcade." And we're going to set the matchup early. It's Starrcade. The people should know ahead of time what the main event is. All right. We should probably book some like matches or something. I don't know. I don't know. Um. Oh, you know what? You know what I've been. We really need a third person for the Warrior thing now that we added Shockmaster. But I don't. I don't know who that would be. Unless it was just like Koloff or something like that. Yeah, there's no like obvious third person on this brand already. Wow, they have wrestled a lot. But we have not done a Ric Flair and Scott Steiner just straight up one-on-one singles match. So that will be our main event. I don't think there's any way Scotty can win this. So Ric Flair, 91. Scotty. Well, it's actually closer than I thought it would be. But I still think Rick should win with his good old... Because they won the 6-man last week, so this would even it out a little bit. Let's do Ric Flair, Tainted. He is the dirtiest player in the game after all. Then afterwards, I would like Scott Steiner to be mad. While Ric Flair, like, walks up the aisle and, like, points at his head. Nah, he's not even that fat yet. You gotta save that for later. There's so many other fat people in the brand. Let's do... Bigelow. Bigelow and Cactus were teaming quite a bit. Although I don't know why Shamrock would team with the Battle Cat. That seems weird. Let's do Bam Bigelow and Cactus Jack against fucking Battle Cat. Fucking Battle Cat and Nikita Koloff. What a match. This is storytelling, I guess. I'm actually gonna have. Well, I don't know if he'll do this. I want Battle Cat to actually win this by disqualification. When Bam Bam Bigelow just kicks his ass, he just fucking like hits him with a chair because he doesn't give a shit about this match. He just wants to hurt Battle Cat for ruining his TV title match. Extremely unhappy to lose by DQ. What's the pop difference? 85? Okay, you're very popular. It's like 10 points. Come on. Keep Bam Bam strong. It's not the main event. Who cares? Alright, there we go. The Steiners are actually already managed by Magnum TA. Not that I would bring the Iron Sheik in to begin with. But, you know, just so you know. Oh, we should fucking debut the Shockmaster, or like re-debut him, or like he should win a match, right? The world needs to know that the Shockmaster is here. Z-Man, you yelled at somebody before the show. Go lose to the Shockmaster. And then... I guess we'll do a Warrior and Piper promo later. Just more ranting and raving from these guys about how, you know, these goofballs, we have to... You know, these guys may be a bunch of goofballs, but they got us outnumbered 3-on-2, Warrior. And then Warrior will be like, oh, the Warrior is gonna go into the deepest accesses of his mind to find the ultimate third partner. I already went there to find the hot rod. And then Piper could be like, yeah, I mean, I got a Rolodex, but yeah, sure, we could go to the deepest abscesses of your mind. I mean, whatever. We have done nothing with Kurt and Steamboat. They've been wrestling quite a bit. We've done a lot of, like, babyface beats a random heel. So let's have Kurt just win a match. Let's just do Kurt. Kurt beating, like, I don't know. The Italian Stallion. Actually, you know what? Joey Maggs is Ricky Steamboat's protege. So it actually makes sense. I mean, he beat him. Oh, we did this like a month ago? Well, hey, guess what? We're doing it again! You know, I was going to put him at ringside, but instead, let's have Kurt win. Just simply win. Who is crazy? I have no idea. We're going to... That's... After this show, we're going to look for a third partner, because I got nothing. After the match, Kurt is going to continue the attack on poor Joey Maggs. But then Ricky Steamboat will make the save. Oh, I am struggling. Well, we got like 10 more minutes, and we should probably book a match. It's a pretty promo-heavy show. Oh, we're heating up Shamrock for that. We should have Shamrock win a match. Is there anyone local that's like interesting? We run this area a lot, so I don't know. Cassandra, what are you doing in like the Mid-South? How did you get here? Damien Demento. Oh, he does. His WWF run never happened. We're in a world where Damien Demento never gets his big push. Oh no. Elegante, Eric Watts. Oh, a lot of our OG WCW 92 roster here. Can you at least sell Eric Watts? No, you... God, you really can't do anything. You useless sack of crap. Mark Youngblood is really good at selling. I think we use him a lot. It would be like really impressive to like in real life if it was like, oh, it's El Gigante. Look, he beat this giant man. But that match is gonna get like a 40 if we book El Gigante because he's like so bad. So we're just gonna book Mark Youngblood. Oh, we still have a minute. Okay, well, let's get someone on the show then. Is there anyone here that I'm like, oh, I should do stuff with them, but I never do stuff with them? Like that kind of person? Oh, the Fantastics are over. We should give the people what they want. A Fantastics match. Surely they've beaten my heel jobber teams already, but like it's probably been a while since we just ran the Fantastics versus the Pistols. Oh god, I forgot the other one. Steve Armstrong. every 3 months. The Fantastics beat the Young Pistols. All right, hold on. All right. How about Thomas Rich and Richard Morton? How about that? We've only done this one once, and it was a dark match. So yeah, this one makes TV. This is now down to 6 minutes. All right, what a Saturday night. Let's open. Let's see, Macho Man, Terry Funk. No, we should open with Sting instead. That's the promo. And then I think this Kurt Hennig match would be a good open. Let's take like this one, put it down here. Let's take like this one. Yeah, we're fine. I don't know if we're getting a 90 on this show. Although Ric Flair and Scott could also get like a 96. And that would help a lot. But I'm gonna guess conservative and say an 89. 95 promo for Steve Austin and Sting. Good. Good. 70 classic squash match rating for Kurt Hennig and Joey Maggs. No surprise there. Then 75 for Steamboat making the save. 68, just Glad to get these guys on the card. And by these guys, I mean Bobby Fulton and Tommy Rogers. Morton and Rich, not so much. 83 for a Terry Funk promo. Was hoping this would do better, but okay. Shamrock and Youngblood didn't click, but it still got the customary squash match 70, so I guess it all worked out in the end. 81 Randy Savage promo. What's going on with these Randy Savage promos? Why in 1994 is Eddie the better promo guy? That's not correct. 56. God, we didn't even get the squash match rating for the shot. Okay. All right. Okay. This 6-man tag feud we've been building with Vampiro and his goons against Warrior and his goons might suck. It might be real bad. Oops. 70 for this, sure. 80 for this promo. This main event needs to hit. Okay, it did. 91. Yeah, they hit. It's fine. Turns out if you just put like 2 really good wrestlers in the main event, it gets a good rating. 75. Ric Flair struggled going off script for my segment where I wanted him to point at his head when he walked up the ramp. He poked himself in the eye. 87. Oh, we didn't get the bonus this time. And that's crazy because we ran like 75 angles. Yeah, he was a... Well, didn't... When we changed his character, then that automatically changed his gimmick, right? We don't need to change his gimmick to reset his momentum, right? I'll have to double check that. Because if his gimmick is still just, fucking Typhoon, then yeah. But obviously that's not his gimmick anymore. He's a guy in a mask. It's totally different. I don't know if that changed it or not. But he's great at it, so I don't... Well, what's his momentum? Oh, it's cooled. Let's give him a character idea. We have a likely... Alright, forget that. Change his gimmick. He plays dominant. Well, okay. Well, that's what he's getting. Dominant. Oh, this is creative and unique, all right. The Shock Master. A likely. We'll just go regular. All right, that should help with that. All right. Now, what we need to figure out is what lunatic is going to team with Piper and Warrior. Is it too... it didn't say if it was too soon. Wouldn't it tell me that? Show me wrestlers to hire with like 50 pop in America. Oh, it did say? Whoops. All right, we'll go fix that. Baron Von Raschke, Billy Haynes, Bob Backlund. I mean, Bob Backlund is insane, but he's been on our roster, so it wouldn't be that weird if he showed up. Also, like, he's been in Catch Club, so when, you know, to go from Catch Club to those guys is wild. El Canek is 50 pop in America, huh? Okay. Jimmy Jimmy Snuka would be wild. I'd rather not book Jimmy Snuka, but that he would be a crazy person. Kamala. Kamala. Coco. Is Coco any good? Not really. Well, he's got good, like, basics. He's a handshake deal with WWF. That's interesting. I guess they're just jobbing him. Yeah, 64. He's not, like, terrible. Mil Mascaris. We could book Mil Mascaris, and then he could, like, you know, go over. Negro Casas has 60 pop in America and 90 tech. Oh, I mean, it doesn't make any sense for this feud, but oh, maybe we should sign Negro Casas. He would be good on Nitro, where he could, like, work Regal and Owen Hart. Well, hey, he's doing handshake deals. Let's just... Oh, we gotta talk to him. Alright, you want to work in America. Great. How about a handshake deal? How about that? Put him under a mask as, like, masked warrior or something. Oh, that is such a, like, 1994 ass idea. Like, that is what they would do. Granted, he's small, so that isn't what they would do. But, like, if they did bring in a big time luchador, they'd be like, oh, well, we gotta, let's create a character for him. It could be none of these are, like, lighting my world on fire. I gotta be honest. I mean, we found Negro Casas, though, so there's that. Alright, give me, like... How about this? Forget the pop. Show me a wrestler to hire in America with, like, crazy charisma. Show me someone with, like, 90 charisma. Okay, this is when Fog of War really sucks. Because it's just going to show me everyone with, like, 55 to 100 or whatever. This photo of Balls Mahoney is insane. Adam Bomb. Actually, you know what? A good way to get this down would be, like, at least show me people with some pop. Show me, like, 30 pop and all this charisma. Okay, that narrows it down a lot. Ice Train? Ice Train as a crazy person to team with Warrior and Roddy Piper? I don't hate that. What are you getting in matches? Oh, a 52. He's kind of not good. I only got a 60 in that match. A 53. Oh, he's injured? Oh, yeah. Torn ACL. Oh, he's, like, injured. He's, like, mega injured. Fucking Kevin Nash. Get the fuck out of here. What's his pop now? 35. Mark Marrow, who we also let leave, I think. Not a great sign when I'm looking at this, and it's mostly just people that we've let leave. The Patriot. He's not that popular. I don't know. I got nothing. Okay. What if instead of a very charismatic guy, it was like a very menacing guy? Like a big galoot, you know? What if it was fucking Hercules Hernandez? What if it was fucking Hercules Hernandez? Oh, he's getting 56. He's not good either. Yeah, 54. Kamala? I mean, I can't help but notice Kamala's still here. And he's working for CMLL for some reason. Scott Norton, again, it's mostly people we have fired. Kamala doing a lot of pre-shows for CMLL. I want to know what he's doing not in CMLL. What's he doing in, like, America? He's getting a 60. That's not horrible. Alright, we're going full meme. We're bringing in Kamala. This is not a 3-year deal. This is like a 6-month contract. 1 year. What's the worst that could happen? Oh, he's a freelancer. He doesn't want anything. Well, hey, you know what? Fine, 6 months. Ultimate Warrior, Roddy Piper, and Kamala will take on Vampiro, the Shockmaster, and the Widowmaker. Order Starcade today. I'm not resisting to bring him back. I just signed Negro Casas. What are you talking about? Ah, Gary Albright's back from his, like, 4 weeks off or whatever. Okay. He said he... Okay, alright. Well, let's just do a handshake deal then. I don't care. Handshake per show. 6 months. Every time. Wait, what? I'm waiting. Oh, I don't want to sign the Renegade. He fucking stinks. Oh, chat, what's Renegade's real name? It's like Steve something, maybe. Rick, it's Rick something. Rick Wilson, and there's 2 of them. I'm seeing double. 4 Renegades. Actually, one guy is Rick Williams and one guy's Rick Wilson. I don't know which one is the guy that it should be. Okay, this guy is an October 92 graduate of the Killer Kowalski Pro Wrestling School. So that's an auto-generated guy that for some reason has the Renegade's picture. Rick Wilson, I think, is the actual Renegade. I think. I'm not. No. No, we're not signing. No, we're not signing either one of these guys. I'm going to make sure Rick Wilson is the guy that's the actual Renegade. Yes, it was Rick Wilson. Alright, so Rick Williams. Get a new photo, bro. Can we not fix that from here? Personal details. No. Oh, whatever. Not my problem. Oh, it's a mod error? Okay. Well, either way, we will not be signing the Renegade. I like where your head was at. But, I mean, it's the Renegade. He's very bad. That is a correct use of the Renegade. Or correct stats, I should say. You know what? I mean, if Kamala doesn't take this contract, maybe it will be the Renegade. Kamala. Handshake deal. I gave him 6 months, he didn't want it. Let's give him 3 months. If Kamala says no to this, we're going to sign the fucking Renegade. And it'll be Kamala's fault. And Nick's fault. Really, it's Nick's fault. But I'll also blame Kamala. Nikita Koloff is big. What are you so mad about, big dog? Oh, he's left off of like every shit. Yeah, yeah, no, that'll sure. Hey, you want some money? You want like 20 grand? Okay, he's just very angry. Or just regular angry now. Alright, 25 more, but that's it. I'm not spending a bunch of money to make Nikita Koloff happy. Annoyed. Okay, that's fine. You be annoyed. Just make a dev guy the third man. We could. I mean, I don't know if there's anyone that really fits what we're going for. Could it be like Sasuke and it's like, we brought in a ninja? Like, could that work? We brought in the ultimate killing machine to take out the evil of Vampiro. We brought in the only thing that could beat evil, which is a ninja. The problem is I think Kamala is finally going to sign this contract. Who we got down here? Alex, right? Okay, PCO, but like not Car Ule. We do like modern day PCO, where he's like the Frankenstein. The ultimate killing machine is Glacier. Oh. Sasuke the Ninja. I mean, none of these guys are over, so I really shouldn't even be looking at that. Except for Psychosis in the Southeast. I guess he's getting pushed in Smoky Mountain. as is Richard Slinger and Rob Van Dam. I wish we could get national TV for Smoky Mountain. That would help us a lot. Make Chris Canyon into Mortis. But that feels like someone that would be on the Vampiro team, though. Our 1A is Kamala, mainly because I want that team to lose, and Kamala at least has some pop. You know what I mean? Like Kamala losing to Vampiro would help Vampiro. Our 1B is a great Sasuke, which is a real different 1A and 1B. Those are two real different. And then maybe like 1C, Karo Ule doing some kind of stupid gimmick. We should, chat, remind me when we do Saturday night, I should give dark matches to PCO and Great Sasuke. Dan Spivey got loaned to WCW. Okay, that's fine. Alright, Nitro time. The night's off. Let's go. Let's go Northwest. You know, there's not really a lot of options up here in the Northwest. We went to Comodome last time, so this time we'll go to Wyoming. Laramie, Wyoming. Hot territory. Why wait to Saturday? I mean, we could do them now. That's just the brand I would be using those guys for. But sure, we could do them. We could bring those guys to Laramie. All right, character and 2 creative has been doing good for us. Except we don't have enough points for all that this time. We still are crushing near certainty finishes though. When are you bringing in Jeff Jarrett? Hopefully never. Jimmy Jett set up a waffle bar. Rie Tamada and Gary Albright got into a heated argument. That's unfortunate. There's been some heat between Tony Schiavone and Bobby Heenan. True. Brian Pillman has been hanging out with Rey Mysterio and that he is starting to have an influence. Wait. Is Rey Mysterio having an influence on Brian Pillman or the other way around? Some people have remarked that Brian Pillman has been hanging out with Rey Mysterio recently and that he is starting to have... No, okay, he's influencing Rey. That would be crazy. Training. Alright. TARDIS, hello. Alright, we did the title change last week. We remembered that Dr. Death is the one turning. How many segments? Oh, we've done 6 segments? Oh, he's turning. Alright, let's do... First of all, let's set up just that storyline. So I want to do an angle where Terry Gordy and Dr. Death are going to be talking. Not ideal. But basically, they're going to be blaming each other for the loss last week. And then... Terry Gordy is going to attack Steve Williams. And then Stan Hansen will come out and save him. And this will be our little face turn for Dr. Death. Did we modify the NWO last week? No, we didn't. Alright, let's modify this stable. Stan, you're out. Steve Williams, you're out. Misawa, you are now the leader. That's a lot. That's a lot of people. All right. We didn't do anything with Owen or Regal last week, so they should probably... We could probably put them in the main event, although I don't know what it would be. Eddie could team with Owen, because Eddie's just... Eddie could cut a promo on Macho Man, and then team with Owen later. And then Regal could team with, I don't know. Oh, this would be a good way to get Jumbo and, yeah, let's put those guys in. That would be a good way to heat that up. Steve Regal and his good friend, Genichiro Tenryu, taking on Owen Hart and his good friend, Jumbo Tsuruta. 16 minutes. Tenryu probably needs to get, I would say, a tainted win on Jumbo here to kind of heat this feud up a little bit. Okay. That's a main event. We didn't do anything with the women last week either. Like, at all. We just had Bull win. Bull simply won. Okay. We're going to do a backstage segment where Bull is about to be interviewed, and then her and Megumi just fight. Oh, I really wish the Wendy Richter and Manami Toyota thing didn't bomb so hard. Eddie, let's give Eddie a promo. Basically, he's going to cut a promo like, you know, Randy Savage, you're a guy I've always looked up to, but, you know, on Saturday night, you disrespected me. You talk about me like I'm, well, like you know, you didn't appreciate my accomplishments here on WCW. I'm a former light heavyweight champion. You're a light heavyweight pioneer. I thought you would respect that, but you don't. I helped Team WCW win the War Games match against NWO. I'm as big of a star as we got on Nitro. If you know, if you're not going to give me respect, I'll make you give me respect. That kind of thing. Eddie would do a better job at this than I am. This time when I say that, I mean it. He would do a much better job. Marty Jannetty in-ring debut. Too cold. That's sure. Marty and Too Cold. Let's give him 8. So it's not like a total squash, but Marty should win. Should I tell them to cook? Is that like a horrible, like, yeah, it's not a great idea. Marty's best skill is tech. That's interesting. Gonna put him out there with Negro Casas. What a match that's gonna be. And then afterwards, Teddy Long, Marty, just gotta cut a promo, like, putting themselves over and burying the talent. Like, oh, light heavyweight, Marty's been over up north, beating up way bigger guys than this. Become light heavyweight champion is going to be easy. I'm going to show these kids how it's done. That kind of thing. Let's give Rick Rude a win. Oh, I gotta turn the fucking brands back on. It's gonna drive me insane. Rick Rude winning a match. Booker T. Angle afterwards, where he is going to cut a promo on Vader. He's not going to call Vader a fat, out of shape, inner city sweat hog. He's actually going to put Vader over and talk about how impressive Vader was, how, Vader is one of the greatest wrestlers here in WCW, just like me, Rick Rude, and what a force we would be if we were on the same side. You've been second banana to Sting for too long, Vader. It's time for you to come to your senses. Rick Rude's character now is just kind of like shit stir. he got involved in Toyota and Wendy, which, I mean, it sucked. That wasn't his fault. Now he's getting involved in like Vader and Sting. He's just trying to fucking ruin people's relationships. He's a bad guy. Pillman and Jerry Lynch should probably just keep winning matches. That's probably a good idea. Alright, last week you guys beat the Headhunters. This week... this week you beat in the tag team of Norman Smiley and Yoshinari Ogawa. Hansen's kind of involved in another thing this week, so I mean, Masawa should just kill someone. I think, just to remind everybody. Let's get a local. This is all the locals. Oh, we're in the Northwest. Yeah, this is gonna be under everybody. Fucking Rick Wilson, unbelievable. You know what? This is not the spot for him. He's not gonna get killed by Masawa, but we should bring Rick Wilson in, right? Like let's fucking see. We'll give him a dark match. There is no one here. We'll borrow somebody from Dev. Give me a face who can sell. Most of these people can sell. How about just a face? I was wrong when I said most of these people can sell. Brian Armstrong. I would like to see Brian Armstrong get elbowed by Masawa. That sounds fun. Honestly, this is like 3 minutes. He's just going to kill this guy. Oh, Dustin and Ron should cut a promo. Just like a celebratory, we done did it. Dusty should be there. Sabu should be there. Just, celebratory, we finally did it. It's been a long road, but we're going to be the best damn Triple Crown Tag Champions there's ever been. They're not the Triple Crown Tag Teams, but whatever. One more minute. All right, so we can squeeze someone else on the show. No Sting or Vader actually on the show is crazy. Sting could be on the show for sure. Let me lay this out and then decide if I want a promo or a match. Let's do that. This is our main event. What are we opening with? You know what? I don't love any of these things as an opening segment, so let's open with a Sting promo. Sting, we'll talk about the War Games match, talk about finally overcoming the NWO. But you know what? That doesn't, that's not the end of things. I got a lot of other stuff going on. Now at Starrcade, it's me and Steve Austin, and just because NWO is done doesn't mean my my challenges are over. That kind of thing. Let's call this hype. Oh, I don't have a storytelling match. Oh, who's telling a story? I think I have once again done the thing where the only thing that really makes sense would be the main event, because everything else is more or less a squash. Marty and Too Cold telling the story of Marty doesn't respect these young guys. Alright, Sting promo. And then let's open with Marty. Let's put this like up here. Let's put this, I don't know, here. This is a very talk-heavy show, but that is good for us, I think. Our talking usually does well. So I think we can get back to a 90 here. Yep, 100 Sting promo. Good. Good. 64. Brian Armstrong got added as a road agent? Oh, no, 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 no. We have to make sure he is not road agenting any of the other matches. That's so fucked. He's not doing his own match. Staff, Dusty Rhodes. Staff, Dusty Rhodes. Staff, Mike Graham. I mean, while we're here, let's pick someone better than Mike Graham. Harley Race, you do it. That's so annoying that if you call a guy up, he could become a road agent. Mamma mia. Oh, the pre-show. Yeah, well, we'll do it on Saturday. That's when I was going to do him anyway. 72 for this Marty promo. That's fine. Uh, 70 for Brian Armstrong. I'm still so mad he road agent. That would never happen. You would not call a 20-year-old up from developmental and be like, road agent this match, brother. Oh, he did this too. I didn't check the promos. Now I have to check literally everything. I have never clicked the staff screen on the angle thing in my life. Here he is again. 77 for this. Brian Pillman's gimmick is getting stale. Okay, we can fix that. 59 for the women, sure. 89, that is better than I thought this would do. Although it picked up a lot when Stan came out. Complete success. Yay. Everyone loves babyface Dr. Death. New gimmick, Dr. Life. 70 for the squash match. Sure. 99 promo for Rick Rude talking about how he wants to team with Vader and Vader's the second banana and you're the mastodon. You're second banana to no man. Okay, Eddie got 100 last week. This week only an 85. Don't know what that's about, but okay, sure. Yeah, Booker T's real bad. 84. We probably got hit with the low heat on Jumbo and Tenru because they just started. Oh, double low heat. Regal Owen has low heat? They've been feuding for like 3 months. Alright, fine. Double low heat. Have it your way, game. Nick, what did you do? We got the 90. Oh, I don't even know how to unfucking do that from here. Yeah, I don't know how to undo it. Nick, you got to figure that out while I'm streaming. Anyway, this show got 90. It did good. made 700 grand. Maritimes are up. It says he's not timed out anymore. Okay, I hope so. Nick, what were you doing? Like, how did you accidentally do that? Getting my charger. Get it. You just like smushed some buttons when you picked your phone up or something? All right. I have to do this later. Oh. 645K, okay. Well, it's defaulted to 600 seconds, which is only 10 minutes, so even if you didn't undo it, at least it's not like permanent, but damn. I guess we could squeeze another Saturday night in. All right. Yeah, don't let your phone don't do that. Hopefully it's a very nice gesture. Thank you, Nick. Well, that didn't work. All right, we're just gonna go on. Riley, if you're still out there, Nick is very sorry, and he gave you a tier 1 sub. Oh. Negro Casas, let's go. Heal. Yeah, sure, I don't know. We can change that if we want. Negro Casas is the most obvious Nitro guy we've maybe ever signed. Actually, let me check something, because he's a very busy man. What? Okay, but he should be good for everything. He's not showing up as unavailable on any of these shows. no nights off. Let's go to the Great Lakes. This time we were here, we were in the United Center for Halloween Havoc. So tonight we're going to Indiana. Bloomington, Indiana. Character idea. We got a bit of a gamble for Steve Austin. No thanks. Give me a good character idea. Come on. Safe bet. Thank you. Finish. Bit of a gamble for Warrior. No thank you. Give me an angle idea. Don't use those a lot. Big gamble. Okay. Not the greatest creative meeting here. Tommy Rogers and Bam Bam Bigelow butted heads backstage and were furious with each other. Great. Mike Atkins and Ken Shamrock are getting along. Great. Takada is just being a little sweetheart. Bobby Heenan ribbed Eddie Gilbert. Training, and that's it. Let's do an open forum. A lot of people are annoyed. Why is Vampiro irritated? He's getting the biggest push of his life. In fact, let's give those three goobers a win. Vampiro, the Widowmaker, the Shockmaster. Defeating the Fantastics and Todd Champion. We'll give the win to the Shockmaster. The loss will go to Todd Champion. I wonder if we did this exact tag match last time I did Ricky Steamboat and Joey Maggs. I wonder if it led to them versus Kurt and Tully. That would be very funny. No. Alright, great. Ricky Steamboat and Joey Maggs versus Kurt and Tully. I'll give them 12. I will make this the storytelling match. Joey Maggs is obviously fucking losing. Great. Can I turn Terry yet, or do I still need time? Oh, he has one seg. Oh no. Okay. All right. Okay. I probably need to set Finley to turn 2, eh? You know what? This reminds me, while we're here, we need to cancel the Shockmaster's gimmick change. Let's try the creative idea. Let's try the safe bet. He needs it. Alright, war momentum. Let's go. That was big. We needed that. Alright, let's do... I was going to do Terry Funk and Finley hit just winning a tag match. against, oh, I don't know. I've already booked my Goober tag team. So they can beat the Z-Man and the Italian Stallion. I was going to have him attack, but I don't think he needs to, because if Finley... Yeah, this will just advance the storyline as is. Okay. Oh, we're at 100% matches. That's unusual for us. Alright, let's do... let's make the match official for Starrcade. Steiner's Horsemen, one last time. Horsemen for Steiner's 3. Okay, great. Who would be Sting's partner? Sting. You know what? Randy Savage hasn't turned heel yet, so it could just be Randy Savage because he's not doing anything. And then they could take on Steve. Steve and Cactus is a fun dynamic since Cactus is basically the guy that made him turn heel. Oh, we could also do Bam Bam and Battle Cat, but I don't want to put Battle Cat in the main event. I'm going to do Steve Austin and Cactus. And then I'm going to have them cut a promo. Oh, Sting and Randy Savage have bad chemistry. Cool. Alright. Well, let's just put Ken Shamrock in this match then. And that'll be the jump start for that feud. We will have Ken pin Cactus. You know what? Let's do opponent miscommunication. Or partner miscommunication. Because like we said, those guys, even though they're both heels, probably hate each other. So that would make a lot of sense for the finish. And then, as mentioned, we will do a backstage promo with Steve and Cactus right beforehand, where they are making an uneasy alliance for tonight's match against Sting and Ken Shamrock. You know, I don't like you and you don't like me, but tonight we got to get things done. And then Cactus will be like, you know, isn't it funny how me winning this title from you is what, you know, caused everything for you to change? Yeah, it's funny how the things work, isn't it? Steve will be like, yeah, it's real funny how that works. Thanks for reminding me. I guess then Savage will also simply cut a promo on Eddie. Well, yeah, he's a heel. That is what they do. Savage is going to cut a promo being like, ooh, Guerrero, you think I don't respect you. And you're actually wrong. I do respect you. I respect you as a talent, and as a young talent, I respect you. I think you're a great up-and-comer, but you're not on the level of the Macho Man. Like that kind of thing. What are we doing with Bam Bam and the Battle Cat? Oh, Bam Bam got disqualified last. Sure. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to have Bam Bam squash somebody. We're probably out of people to squash because we've been doing... So many babyfaces got squashed so far. Let's get a local. Ace Steel. Ace Steel. Look no further. Then after the match, I will have Battle Cat come out and fight him. We need a Piper and Warrior promo, as always. And now we know that the partner is going to be Kamala. Or at least we're like 90% sure it's going to be Kamala. So... Oh, God, I don't want these guys... Oh, I was going to say we can tease that it's Kamala, but they're going to say something racist. So maybe we keep the vague mystery going of like, oh, we need to find a third warrior. And then Piper being like, I've been calling guys. I don't know. I got nothing. Yeah. No one to blame but myself. Yeah, I wanted Warrior to call him Kamala. Yeah. And look, Piper's no saint in this situation either, okay? You know, Takada... When is Takada leaving for that MMA fight? Where would I see that? Like, news, maybe? Recent news. 2 months on October 12th. Oh, so it's like soon. Alright, well, we got him for a couple more weeks. Let's at least get some stuff out of him while he's here. I was seeing if there was anyone he would have a sneaky tactical masterclass with. I mean, there are. It's Ric Flair and Arn Anderson, but that would be just a crazy, insane, random match to do. So instead, we're just gonna have him wrestle. I don't know. Takada, what are you? What's your Puro? Oh, your Puro's good too. Giant Warrior. You're gonna have a like 8-minute wild brawl with Giant Warrior. Good luck. Now that's a show. Perfect. Let's open... I have no idea what we're opening the show with. Let's open with a match for once. Let's go with this Steamboat tag. And then let's go... Actually, let's open with the Horseman promo. I already changed my mind. This Vampiro match needs to be a lot higher. That's the show. I don't know. We'll see if the curse of not getting the bonus on Saturday shows continues, but I don't know. I'll say like 89. 83 promo here. Scott did a bad job, so that's unfortunate because this probably would have been really good otherwise. God damn it. Is it too late to book? We could book dark. We could do post-show dark matches, right? We could do that. Carl and Sasuke. Yeah, we can do post-show. Carl. You a face or heel? You're a heel. Okay. What's Gary Albright? Gary Albright's a face. Great. That's a sick match. PCO and Gary Albright on a post show. Gary's gonna win. And then we'll do Great Sasuke, who's a face. Taking on George South. Sasuke, you can win that one, big dog. All right, back to the card. Folks, don't leave after Sting and Shamrock vs. Austin Cactus. You got two more great matches. Can't miss those. I will take a 79 for a match that had Joey Maggs in it. You know, you'll take a 79 for sure. Okay, 87. Macho Man's climbing back up on these promos. Probably doing well because he's foreshadowing the heel turn. People like that. 80 for Takada and Giant Warrior Wild Brawl. Let's go. Let's go. God, Takada got a 93. I'm gonna miss him. Don't stop taking so many MMA fights, bro. Please. Hey, there's Riley. Sorry about that. I got a 70 here. I will take it. Bobby Fulton getting the same rating as Vampiro when Vampiro is on the show every week and Bobby Fulton is like barely booked. Doesn't feel great. $82, sure. That's about what these have been getting. I don't know if Piper's bringing down Warrior or if Warrior's bringing down Piper. Or maybe they would both just get an 82. Who knows? 70, classic squash match. $75 for the fight. 70, Dave Finlay hinted at a face turn, but it got a little reaction. He's just not very good at playing that role. Well, shit. Okay, new plan. New plan. Funk is going to be like, nah, don't, how dare you do that to Finlay or whatever. And then Finlay's going to double cross him, then turn with Avalanche. Vampiro started at a lot less pop in fairness. That is true. Bobby Fulton was like a little over, especially in like the Southeast. 88 for Cactus and Steve Austin having simmering tensions. Come on, big main event. Big main event. 82. Fuck. I mean, we know what happened here. It was Shamrock and Cactus. That has no fucking heat at all. Yeah. Well, we're trying to get it heat. That's what I hate about that penalty. It's like, well, it didn't have enough heat. It's like, I know, I'm trying to get heat for it. That's what the match is for. The heat from Sting and Steve Austin should carry it over. All right, dark matches. Okay, the crowd was... I didn't know that you got that penalty in the post-show. I thought, okay, interesting. Well, the crowd hated this. The crowd was like, you told us to stick around for more great matches, and you gave us great Sasuke and George South. But Sasuke getting a 59 under these conditions is actually really impressive, because he's not over, and the crowd is pissed, and he got a 59. That's pretty good. And then even they hated this even more. So, yeah. If it's not Kamala, it's great Sasuke. But it's looking like it's going to be Kamala. 86. Okay, thank you, wide range of angles bonus. You really saved our ass there. Yeah, 59 for Sasuke is really good. Like, PCO got a 27 or whatever. So that's, yeah, he did like 30 points better. Did the crowd hijack the show? No, they just were annoyed I made them sit through 2 dark matches at the end of the show instead of the beginning of the show. Which is fair. I forgot to make them post-show, pre-show matches. I did fuck up. And then halfway through the show go, just go out at the end. Go at the end. It's fine. Gary Albright is bad. He was like real banged up. So I thought like, oh, maybe if we give him a couple months off, he'll be like better. But it's really hard to judge people off those matches because they were post-show matches that the crowd was pissed about. But yeah, he's not doing his... I don't even remember why we signed... I was going to use him for something. And then immediately it was like, uh-oh, he's not good for that thing I want to use him for. And he's just kind of been chilling since then. Which is real, like, classic WCW shit. I'm like, signed a guy, didn't know what to do with him. Now he's just kind of at home. Hey, look, it's Kamala. I also did check if he can play a face. I'm pretty sure he can, because he has done some babyface stuff in his career. But the game might be like, he's only a heel. Better as a heel. Okay, no, that's fine. Yeah, we're gonna use him as a face. Kamala might be worse. The thing is, Kamala's stats aren't like terrible. I was really afraid his stats were gonna be like zeros, but like he's okay. So I think that combined with like 60 pop, he should be fine. Like he's probably not doing great in CMLL because he's not over there. But Jeep Swenson and Kamala beat the Swarm of Danny Davis and Coco Beware in a dog collar match in USWA. And he got a 60. So like, yeah. I mean, that is about the same as Great Sasuke, but he's got the pop. And we're trying to give Kamala's pop to, like, Vampiro. That's the plan. The plan was to bring all these old over guys in to lose to Vampiro, to get Vampiro over. And it is working. I mean, as much as I'm annoyed by Vampiro, we have given him 33 points of pop. So this is kind of begrudgingly working. Wasn't it supposed to be Albright and Warrior? Yeah, I think so. I just remember I was like, oh, we're going to bring him in for a big spot. And I was like, oh, no, he is not. This is not the thing. All right, well, that's going to do it. We will be back next week for more WCW. I got to make it so when we do the Starcades, I got to do them both on the same stream, obviously. So I'll have to try to end it where, like, we start a stream with the 2 pay-per-views. So next week we'll probably try to finish the TVs. So that's probably the plan. Next week would be the last TVs, and then the week after that we would do 2 Starcades right off the bat, and then probably just like notepad time. Maybe we would make it through the end of the year. Then we could do like year-end awards. Speaking of year-end awards, Thursday, AEW. I think we'll get to those. We're going to try to do like a short-ish stream because we're kind of like between... Like Thursday's a big WrestleMania weekend night. But because the time difference, their shows at like 6 and then 10 and 11. And 8 is kind of like right in between. So I'm going to try to do like a short 2.5 hour stream because I kind of do want to watch the Prestige show that's on at 10, which is free on YouTube. You should all watch it, Prestige Wrestling. So we're going to try to do a shortish stream. So I think we'll get through like Nick's show. I have that big New Year's Eve show, and then it'll be the end of the year. So then maybe we'll do like, you know, year-end awards and all that kind of stuff. Do some year-end recaps. So that'll probably be the whole stream. It'll probably be a shorter AEW stream than usual. So tune in for that. Oh, we got some. Oh no, they added a clash. Oh no. 1 second. We won the USA battle. When the fuck is this clash? When is Clash Triple X? Italian Stallion doesn't connect with fans. Yeah. Ric Flair has a click with Ricky Steamboat and Sting. I mean, those are his boys. DPW will be live at 2 p.m. I don't think that's live, as far as I can tell. I don't think that's live streaming, the DPW show. Or if it is, it's like only on their streaming thing, which I don't have. Oh, this Clash show is in January 95, which is fine, except that it's fucking 2 days after sold out, which is not ideal. But then it isn't until February. We could make it like, let's just make it later. That'll be fine. So instead of January 17th, we'll do it on the 31st. That sounds good to me. Save. All right. I was really afraid that was going to be like this month. And I was going to be like, oh, it wants us to do a Clash and 2 Starcades? Fuck. Make Clash. I mean, it's the 31st of January. That's basically February. But yeah, that's going to do it. Thursday, short AEW stream. Next week, final TVs of 1994. Actually, is that even true? Because I don't think Starcade. Yeah, Starcade is 17th and 18th, so there will be more TVs after that. But yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, thanks, appreciate it. Like the video, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And we'll see y'all later. Bye, everybody.